Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing a watch that is discreet enough, compact enough, clever enough, and rich enough to make you think twice about Breitling for Bentley. If you've ever had reservations, Breitling for Bentley often being a catchphrase representing too big, too bright, too bold. Well, this is a watch that flies in the face of that convention. A discreetly sized 42mm stainless steel and platinum perpetual calendar chronograph. This is a watch I easily wear on my 16cm circumference wrist. It's not traditionally sized and it's not oversized. It's right-sized for a modern men's sports watch. On my 16cm circumference wrist, you can see it is not terribly thick, though it's not thin. The watch measuring 16.2mm thick, and you can see it has a sheer side. It'll slip underneath the jacket cuff, though not the tightest of shirt sleeves. Lug-to-lug, the watch is reasonable at 50.4mm, and I always say 50mm or fewer for a wrist of 16.5 to 14cm circumference, a smaller male wrist. Well, this watch is right in that wheelhouse. The spacing between the lugs is 22mm, so it does have a broad stance in spite of its relatively smaller case and carapace. This one stands modern on the wrist without overwhelming the wrist. A broad lug spacing often is the hallmark of a contemporary watch design, and you can see that Breitling puts that to good use here. We have a gloss, large rectangular scale alligator leather strap, and appreciate the fact that the strap itself is nicely keyed to the brown bronze the dial. There's a contrasting stitch, there's a lot of bolstering, it's a very substantial piece, richly appointed with a lot of leather material. You can see the sheer cut of the side showing the layers of construction, and a wonderfully soft, natural calfskin on the underside. I'm going to give myself a bit more ISO as I work through this because I think light is good and focus is better. Now you can see there is quite a bit of apparatus underneath the strap. It's a polished deploying clasp and it uses a crimping system to eliminate strap minder loops as well as the need to perforate and thus gouge the opposite side of the strap. All of this simply tucks in underneath so that the excess length is hidden out of view. It's a very clean, comfortable, and secure system. Jumping into the case band, you can see it's strong and solid. All of high polish. This is a signature of Breitling for Bentley, and it's usually the downfall of the watches that are truly larger than life. 47s, 48s, 49s. Not here. This watch wears its polish well, as the mid-case itself, separate from the case back and the bezel, is fairly slim. The lugs are simple and strong, and you can see that there are oblong, vintage-inspired chronograph pushers, pusher adjusters for the perpetual calendar, and a screw-down Breitling B-style crown. Turn it all over, you can see that there is a Bentley Flying B logo. Of course, the logo of Bentley just above the notation that this is a special edition with a stainless steel case and a knurled platinum bezel underneath the case back. 42-hour power reserve, automatic winding, ETA 2892A2 and COSC chronometer spec, stop seconds, 28.8 beat rate, all of that powering a Breitling semi-perpetual calendar module. You can see how there are features of a perpetual calendar. You have a day, a date, and a month, and these are displayed on sub-registers that are countersunk and silvered, and they do double duty. They represent both the calendar indications, constant seconds, and as you can see, there are chronograph indications as well. You have chronographs seconds at center, a wonderfully deep brown bronze metallic dial with extended and loomed broadsword hands, all loomed and applique indices that look rich. And you can see outboard there is a 60 seconds flange, the better to read the chronograph. There is a knurled platinum bezel that adds considerably to the heft of this watch. It's a handsome machined look that is reminiscent of features found on interwar as well as contemporary custom Bentley interiors and mechanical sections. Some of the compartments bearing that signature diamond plate style. Now you can see the dial itself also includes a crescent style moonphase, so it has bilateral symmetry and cruciform symmetry, a very handsome look. What is a 1461 perpetual calendar? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a perpetual calendar that need be adjusted only once at the end of the full 4-year leap year cycle. So it can deal with irregular length months, it can deal with the jump from February to March. Just remember, during the Summer Olympic year, you make one adjustment, and that's it. 1,461 days. All of this water resistant down to 100 meters. It is a very lovable, versatile, and approachable Breitling for Bentley timepiece. I have to admit, I have respect for Bentley. I even love some of the brand's products, and I'm actually bullish on Breitling going forward. I love the brand's heritage, and many of its products are undersung gems of the market. That said, this is a watch that unifies the two in a rare combination of wearability and value in complications. It's also a rare timepiece objectively. Introduced in 2007, this model that you see in my hand was also made in 2007. You can see it and you can make it yours on the watch box. The Breitling for Bentley Mark VI complications, glowing like the headlights of a Bentley Brooklands coupe, which, by the way, is my favorite Bentley.